Oh, how cold the nights are. I don't know how it is, but I seem to feel the night air a great deal more than I used to. But it is time for the sun to be rising. Operatic! I come off duty. It is time for you to be getting up.
I shan't go out today. I was out yesterday and the day before, but I want a little rest. I don't know how it is, but I seem to feel my work a great deal more than I used to.
I'm sure these short days can't hurt you. Why, you don't rise till 6, and you're in bed again by 5. You should have a turn at my work, and see how you like that. Out all night.
My dear sister, I don't envy you, though I remember when I did. But that was when I was a younger son. I don't think I'm quite well. Perhaps a little change of air will do me good. I've a great mind to show myself in London this season. They'll be very glad to see me. No, I shan't go out today. I shall send them this fine, thick, wholesome fog. And they won't miss me. It's the best substitute for a blazing sun. Unlike most substitutes, nothing at all like the real thing. Be off with you. Shoo, shoo.
Home at last. Nice time I've had of it.
You young scamp, you've been down all night again.
Well, you're a nice one.
It's the third time you've been out this week.
Well, you're a nice one to blow me up. That.
I can't help being out all night.
I can't help being down all night. The nature of Mercury requires that he should go down when the sun sets and rise again when the sun rises.
And what have you been doing?
Stealing on commission. There's a set of false teeth in a box of life pills, that's for Jupiter. An invisible brook in a bottle of hair dye, that's for Apollo. Respirator and a pair of galoshes, that's for Cupid. Full-bottom shingles, moricomus fluid, box pearl powder, pot of rouge, and a hare's foot, and that's for Venus.
Stealing! You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
As god of thieves, I have to do something to justify my position.
Your position?
Oh, I know it's nothing to boast of, even on earth. But up here it's simply contemptible. Now that you've got the 2 old for your work, you've made me the miserable drudge of Olympus. Groom, valet, postman, butler, commissionaire, maid of all work, parish beadle, and original dustman.
Your Christmas boxes ought to be something considerable.
They ought to be, but they're not. I'm treated abominably. I make everybody and I'm nobody. I go everywhere and I'm nowhere. I do everything and I'm nothing. I made thunder for Jupiter, O's for Apollo, battles for Mars, love for Venus. I've married couples for Hymen, and 6 weeks afterwards I've divorced them for Cupid. And I get all the kick, while they pocket the halfpence. And in compensation for robbing me of the halfpence in question, what have they done for me?
Why, they made you the god of thieves!
Only self-denying of them. There isn't one of them who hasn't a better claim to the distinction than I. Oh, I'm celestial drive, from morning till night I must stop to see. All every day I must run, and I sleep to my work till I come to see. In summer I get up at 1, as a good-natured donkey I'm like great. Then I go out and light up the sun, and Thespis Apollo gets angry. Well, it's the way of the world, and will be always security.
Will you believe it? He actually says that our influence on Earth is dropping down to nil.
Well, don't be hard on the lad. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure that he's very far wrong. Don't let it go any further, but between ourselves, the sacrifices and votive offerings have fallen off terribly of late. Why, I can remember the time when people offered us human sacrifices. No mistake about it. Human sacrifices. Think of that.
Oh, those good old days.
Then it fell off to oxen, pigs, and sheep.
Well, there are worse things than oxen, pigs, and sheep.
So I've discovered to my cost, my dear sir. Don't let it go any further. But it's positively dropped off until it's dwindled down to preserved Australian beef. What do you think of that?
I don't like it at all.
You won't mention it. It might go further.
It couldn't far worse.
In short, matters have come to such a crisis that there's no mistake about it. Something must be done to restore our influence. The only question is, what?
Why, bless my soul, this crisis meant by what the night or so. Speak quickly, or you'll get a warning.
Mortals love the mouth are storming at and they were storming in hundreds, iron mouth of
Goodness gracious, how audacious, earthly spacious, why come here? Our indeeding, careful seeing, work of reading, that is clear. Jupiter, hear my plea upon the mount. If they night, there'll be an end of me. I won't be seen by daylight.
Tartar, the sister place, these scoundrels you should send to. Should they behold my face, my influence is an end to.
What fools to give themselves so much exertion?
A government survey, I'll make assertion.
Perhaps the Alpine Club at their diversion.
Goodness gracious, how audacious, earthly spacious, why come here? Our reading, ever seeing, work of reading, that is clear.
If mighty Jove you value your existence, send them a thunderbolt with your regards.
My thunderbolts are valid at a distance, are not effective at 100 yards.
Let the moon trace Diana strike a flighty, make them all lunatics in their style.
My lunar rays of heaven are mighty, only as many 100,000 miles.
Goodness gracious, how audacious, earthly spacious, why come here? Our reading, ever seeing, work of reading, that is clear. Goodness gracious, how audacious, earthly spacious, why come here?
Goodness gracious, how audacious, why?
Here we are at last on the very summit, and we've left the others ever so far behind. Why, what's this?
A ruined palace, the palace on top of a mountain. I wonder who lives up here. Some mighty king, I dare say, with wealth beyond all counting, who came to live up here.
To escape his creditors. A lovely situation for a country house, but so much out of repair.
Very inconvenient situation.
Inconvenient.
Yes, how we get butter, milk, and eggs up here. No pigs, no poultry, no postmen. Why, I should go mad.
What a dear little practical mind it is. What a wife you will make.
Don't be too sure. We are only partly married. The marriage ceremony lasts all day.
I've no doubt at all about it. We shall be as happy as a king and queen, though we're only a strolling actor and actress.
It's very kind of Thespis to celebrate our marriage day by giving the company a picnic on this lovely mountain.
And still more kind of him to allow us to get so far ahead of all the others. Discreet Thespis.
Then our getaway do. Remember, the marriage ceremony is not yet completed.
But it would be ungrateful to Thespis' discretion not to take advantage of it by improving the opportunity.
Certainly not. Get away.
On some course, the opportunity's so good it don't admit of improvement. There.
How dare you kiss me before we are quite married?
Attribute it to the intoxicating influence of the mountain air.
Then we had better go down again. It is not right to expose ourselves to influences over which we have no control.
If far away from all the world, dissension and derision, with nature's wonders all unfurled to our delight and vision, with no one here, at least in sight, to interfere with our delight, and to fond lovers sever, or do not free thy hand from mine. I swear to thee my love is thine forever and forever. I swear to thee my love is thine forever and forever.
On mountain top the air is keen and close exhilarating, and we say things we do not mean in moments less related. So cease to wait for thoughts and crop on taste on mountain top may not exactly tally with those that you may entertain, returning to the sober place of your relaxing valley.
If far away from all the world, dissension and derision, with nature's wonders all unfurled to our delight and vision, to the joy I swear to my love, oh, do not free thine hand from mine. I swear to thee my love is thine. I swear to thee my love is thine forever Very well, if you will have nothing to do with me, I know who will.
Who will?
Daphne will.
Daphne would flirt with anybody.
Anybody would flirt with Daphne. She is quite as pretty as you are, and she has twice as much black hair.
She has twice as much money, which may account for it.
At all events, she has appreciation. She likes good looks.
We all like what we haven't got.
She keeps her eyes open.
Yes, one of them.
Which one?
The one she doesn't wink with.
Well, I was engaged to her for 6 months, and if she still makes eyes at me, you must attribute it to force of habit.
I suppose,
Besides, remember, we're only half married at present.
I suppose that means you're going to treat me as shamefully as you treated her. Very well, break it off if you like. I shall not offer any objection. Thespis used to be very important to me, and I'd just as soon be a manager's wife as a fifth-rate actor's.
Crossing where the wheels will go tiny Bless you, my people, bless you. Let the revels commence. After all, for thorough, unconstrained, unconventional enjoyment, give me a picnic.
Give him my piccanica, somebody.
Be quiet, preposterous, don't interrupt.
Oh, shut up again. But no matter.
The best of a picnic is that everyone contributes what he pleases and nobody knows what anybody else has brought till the last moment. Now, unpack everybody and let's see what there is for everybody.
I have brought you a bottle of soda water for the claret cup. I have brought you a lettuce with a lobster salad.
A piece of ice for the claret cup.
A bottle of vinegar for the lobster salad.
A bunch of vomit for the claret cup.
A hard-boiled egg. Lobster salad.
One lump of sugar for the claret cup. He has brought one lump of sugar for the claret cup. Ha!
Well, preposterous, and what have you brought?
I have brought 2 lumps of the very best salt. For the lobster salad.
Oh, is that all?
All, he asked if that is all.
Well, look here. This is capital as far as it goes. Nothing could be better. But it doesn't go far enough. The claret, for instance. I don't insist on claret. Or a lobster. I don't insist on a lobster. But a lobster salad without a lobster, it isn't lobster salad. Here, Chipsy.
My master!
No, get up, don't be a fool. Where's the claret? We arranged last week that you were to see to that.
True, dear master, but then last week I was a drunkard.
You were.
You engaged me to play convivial parts on the strength of my personal appearance.
I did.
You then found my habits interfered with my duties as low comedian.
True.
You said yesterday that unless I took the pledge, you would dismiss me from your company.
Quite so.
Good. since yesterday. My preserver!
Yes, but where's the wine?
I left it behind so that I might not be tempted to violate my pledge.
Oh, what is it, preposterous? What's the matter with you?
It is enough that I am downtrodden in my profession. I will not submit to imposition. Out of it! It is enough that as your heavy villain, I get the worst of it every night in a combat of 6. I will not submit to insult in the daytime! I have come out to enjoy myself.
Oh, but look here. You know virtue only triumphs at night from 7 till 10. Vice gets the better of it for the other 21 hours. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Oh, you odious my sight! Get out of it!
What have I done?
Oh, now what is it, preposterous? What is it?
I hate him and would have his life.
Oh, that's it. He hates you and will have your life. Now go and be merry.
Yes, but why does he hate me?
Oh, exactly. Why do you hate him?
Because he is a minion.
He hates you because you are a minion. It explains itself. Now run along and enjoy yourself. It is well for those who can laugh to do so. There is no extra charge. The light-hearted cup and the convivial jest for them. But for me, what is there for me?
There is the claret cup and the lobster salad.
Thank you very much. What is there for me but anxiety? Ceaseless gnawing that tears at my very vitals and rends my peace of mind asunder. There is nothing whatever for me but anxiety of the nature I have just described. The charge of these thoughtless revelers is my unhappy lot. It is not a small charge, and it will rightly be termed a lot, because there are many. Oh, why did the gods make me a manager?
Why did the gods make him 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 a manager?
Oh, no, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
I've got it. Don't tell her.
It's a misanthropical question. Why cannot I join you?
I'm sure I don't know. We do not want you. Don't distress yourself on our account. We are getting on very comfortably. Aren't we, Sparky?
We do not miss the lobster or the claret. What are lobster and claret compared to the society of those we love?
My nice Miss Love, you are eating nothing. Aren't you happy, dear? You are very welcome to my share of everything. I intend to console myself with the society of my manager.
Oh, now look here, I can't allow this. It really isn't good enough. At least, not before the company. And remember, you are half married to Sparkian. Sparkian, here's your half-wife, impairing my influence with the company. Don't you know the story of the gentleman who undermined his influence by associating with his inferior?
Yes, we do.
I do not know it. It is everlast. Doomed disappointment from my earliest years.
That's enough. Preposterous. You shall hear.
Oh, here we
I once knew a chap who discharged a function on the north, south, east, west Middlesex junction. He was conspicuous, exceeding for his affable ways and his easy breeding. Although a chairman of directors, he was hand in glove with a ticket inspector. He tipped the guards with brand new fibers and sang little songs to the engine drivers. Christmas Day he gave each stoker a silver shovel and a golden poker, 3 buttonhole cars for the ticket sorters, and rich bath buns for the outside porters. He'd mount his clerks on his first-class hunters, and he built little villas for the roadside shunters. And if any were fond of pigeon shooting, he'd ask them down to his place at Tooting. Time there spread a rumor that he did all this from a sense of humor. So instead of signaling and stirking, they gave themselves up to a course of joking. Whenever they knew that he was riding, they shunted his train to a lonely siding, or stopped all night in the middle of a tunnel on the plea that the boiler was a-coming through the funnel. To go to Perth or Stirling, his train through several counties whirling would set him down in a fit of larking at 4 a.m. in the wilds of Barking. This pleased his whim and seemed to strike it, but the general public did not like it. The receipts, after a few repeatings, and he got it hot at the annual meetings. Went down to a nominal figure. These are the sad results proceeding from his affable ways and his easy breeding. The line with its rails and guards and peelers was sold for a song to the scrap iron dealer. The shareholders are all in the workers, and he sells pipe lighters in the Regent Circus. naturally of an easy disposition. As a manager, I am compelled to hold myself aloof, that my influence may not be deteriorated. As a man, I am inclined to fraternize with the pauper. As a manager, I am compelled to walk about like this. Don't know ya. Don't know ya. Don't know ya.
Presumptuous mortal!
Don't know ya. Don't know ya. Don't know ya.
Presumptuous mortal!
I do not know you. I do not know you. I do not know you.
Presumptuous mortal!
Oh, remove this person.
Stop! Stop! You evidently don't know me. Allow me to offer you my card.
Oh, yes. It's very pretty. But we don't want any at present. When we do our Christmas piece, I let you know. Now, look here. This is a private party, and we haven't the pleasure of your acquaintance. There are plenty of other mountains about if you really must have a mountain all to yourself. Don't let me let myself down before my company. Don't know ya. Don't know ya. Don't know ya.
I am Jupiter, king of the gods. This is Apollo. And this is Mars.
Oh. Then, as I'm a respectable person, and rather particular about the company I keep, I think I'll go.
What do you mean by that?
The scandalous behavior of some of the gods is perfectly common knowledge. If you think that we don't know about those shocking affairs with Danae and Leda and Europa, you're very much mistaken. Good day.
No, stop a bit. We want to consult you on a matter of great importance.
I can give you 5 minutes.
No matter, it will suffice.
I have been invited to confer with a brother manager. As our discussion is not for the ears of the oi polloi, I will be very much obliged if you will withdraw to a respectful...
Now we are alone. Who are you?
I am Thespis of Thessalian Theatre.
The very man we want. Now, as a judge of what the public likes, are you impressed with my appearance as the father of the gods?
Well, no, to be quite candid with you, I am not. In fact, I am disappointed.
Disappointed?
Yes, you see, you're so much out of repair. No, you don't come up to my idea of the part at all. Lord bless you, I've played you often.
You have?
Indeed I have.
And how have you dressed the part?
Fine commanding party in the prime of life. Thunderbolt, full beard, dignified manner. A good deal of this sort of thing. Don't know. Don't know. I don't know.
I am very much obliged to you. It's really very good of you. I used to be like that once. I can't tell you how much I feel it. But do you find I'm an impressive character to play?
Well, no, I can't say that you are. In fact, we don't use you very much out of burlesque. Yes, it's a painful subject. Drop it. The fact is, you are not the gods you were. You're behind your age.
What are we to do about it? We feel that we ought to do something, but we don't know what.
Oh, nothing could be easier. If you really wish to know at first hand the public opinion of the gods, accept a starring engagement in my company and tour the Thessalian provinces. You'll soon find out what the public thinks. I can see it now. The gods every evening. What a heading for a 6-sheet poster. Limelight effects by the original move. Apollo to sing between the acts. The original Venus in a burlesque.
I'm sure that's a very good idea, but you see we're all a little past it, don't you think?
I'm not past it. I would love to appear in a burlesque.
I don't think I've had the pleasure. Introduce us, somebody.
Venus, this is Mr. Thespis of Thessalian Theatres. Mr. Thespis, this is Venus.
Yes, yes, I am that miserable beauty. Whose lot it is to wither hearts and homes, who in the course of her unhappy duty brings grief and misery where'er she roams, brings grief and misery The man who on me sets his eyes, he is my prize. He can't escape, he pines, he dies, he pines, he dies. This state of things goes on from bad to worse, that people call it the domestic curse. I am so fair, so passing fair, so dangerously fair. This state of things goes from bad to worse, that people call me the domestic curse.
Not thee, Venus. You're nothing like your statue.
It was taken from the life, I'll have you know. I appeared in a vision to Mr. Milo every day for a month, and twice on Saturdays.
You should have been more careful. These magic lantern effects here are all very well, but they are inclined to get out of focus.
Take advice from an old crow and use a gauze next time.
Oh dear, I was afraid you'd say that.
Why don't you all go down to earth? Incog. Mingle with the world. Hear and see what people think of you, and judge for yourselves as to the best means to take to restore your influence.
Ah, but what's to become of Olympus in the meantime?
Ah, Lord bless you, don't distress yourself about that. I am a very fine company, used to taking long parts on the shortest notice. Invest us with your powers, and we'll fill your places till you return. I will be Jupiter. My leading lady shall be Venus. My leading juvenile, Apollo. My first low comedian, Bacchus. And were I a king in very truth that had a son, a guileless youth, in probable succession, to teach him patience, teach him tact, how promptly in a fix to act, he should adopt in point of fact a manager's profession. For that condition he should stoop despite the truth for power, 8 or 10 stars in his troop, all jealous of each other, jealous of each other. Oh, a man who can rule a theatrical crew with everything and something to, and manage to humor them early or late, who can govern this stuff of his day. Rule a theatrical crew, he's never a genius and something to, and manage to humor them early and govern this day, govern this day. Both A and B rehearse the sight. They say they'll be all right on the night. They both to go to school yet. A C in each act must change her dress. D will attempt to square the press. E won't play Romeo unless his grandmother plays Juliet. F plays all Oids as her right. She's played them 30 seasons, and G must show herself in tight for true convincing reasons, to very well-shaped reasons. Oh, a man who can drive a theatrical team with wheelers and leaders in order supreme, can govern and rule with a wave of his spin, all the world with Olympus thrown in. A man who can drive a theatrical team with wheelers and leaders in order supreme, can govern and rule with a wave of his spin, all the world with Olympus thrown in.
Is tempting. But suppose you fail.
Fail? We never fail in our profession. We've nothing but great successes.
Very well. If you succeed, you may return to Earth with such gifts as only the gods can bestow on you. But if you should fail, you will be constituted father of the drama and be held accountable for everything that every author may write in ages to come.
Oh, I say, that's a bit much, especially when you think of some of the things they put on in London these days. Oh, very well. Never let it be said that I refuse to assist a brother manager in distress.
Then it's a bargain?
It's a bargain.
And that you may not be entirely without assistance, we will leave you Mercury. And whenever you find yourself in a difficulty, you can consult him. So that's arranged. Take my place, my boy, while we make trial of a new existence. And think I shall be able to enjoy the pleasures I have in without distance.
Compelled and holding, but near to storm, while other gods go down to play their
investigate more closely several facts that I for centuries have grown up died on.
I have the morning food with present food, and always sure of my united neighbor. I must say I should like to go down below and find out if the game is worth the
Here come your people.
Better people now. When mighty Jove goes down below with all the other deities, I'll fill his place and wear his cloak, the very part for me it is. To Mother Earth to make a track, they all us burn and put it full. And we will fill till they come back the parts we best are suited. And we will fill till they come back the parts we best are suited.
Here's a pretty tale for future millions and offices. Mortals are about to fascinate gods and goddesses. Now to set the world in order, we will work in unity. Jupiter's perplexity is Thespis' opportunity. Here's a pretty tale for future millions and goddesses. Mortals are about to fascinate gods and goddesses. Now to set the world in order, we will work in unity. Jupiter's perplexity is Thespis'
Oh, Phoebus am I with golden ray, the god of day am I. When shadowy night has held her sway, I make the goddess fly. 'Tis mine the task to wake the world in slumber, slumber. By me her charms are all unloved, the god of day am I.
The god of day, that march shadows sparkling gray, the rarest bud and rarest gem that ever fell to mortal share. Ha, ha, ha!
This Spartan rule applies to everyone. In theatres as in life, each has his line. This part, my dear man, and knows the measure. Oh, agony, 'tis mine. Mighty old master God of war, I'm destined for a terribly famous conqueror with sword upon his thigh. When armies meet with eager shout and warlike rout, you'll find me there without a doubt. The God of war am I. You'll find me there without a doubt. The God of war am I. The God of war, great seeming on his destined for, the rarest fun and fairest fair that ever fell to mortal share, that ever fell to mortal share.
When I start fruit of warlike deeds, the wounded soldier lives. Alliance we crowns heroic deeds, we immortality. From near oblivion I'll claim the soldier's name, the soldier's name. Write it on the roll of fame, the muse of fame of mine. The muse of fame, the lion is Thespis' name, the rarest one and fairest fair that ever fell to mortal share.
This ceremonial their wish displays to copy our Olympian noble ways, though lofty aims catastrophe entail. Your glorious or in gloriously pale.
Here's a pretty tale for future Iliads and Odysseys. Mortals are about to personate the gods and goddesses. Now to set the world in order, we will work in unity. Jupiter's perplexity is Thespis' opportunity.
We will go down below, we will go